Hello friends, I am Dr. Shailesh Kaushal, Department of Business Administration, University of Lucknow. Today I am going to explain exploratory factor analysis. Basically, exploratory factor analysis is an interdependence technique whose primary purpose is to define the underlying structure among the variables in the analysis. So, through factor analysis, we can find the latent phenomena on the basis of several indicators. For example, directly we cannot find a person who has the swine flu unless he tells the symptoms of the swine flu like cough, fever, sore throat, stuffy or runny nose, body, headache, chills, fatigue. Okay, these are the symptoms observed variable. On the basis of these observed variables, we can find unobserved phenomena, latent phenomena, which cannot be directly identified. So, exploratory factor analysis, it is a multivariate technique. So, there are three types of technique. One is univariate technique, bivariate technique, and multivariate technique. So, exploratory factor analysis, it is a interdependence technique. So we can divide multivariate technique into two parts. One is the dependence technique and another interdependence technique. So what is the difference between dependence and interdependence technique? So in case of the dependence technique, we find the relationship between two or more variables like multiple regression analysis. The condition of a multiple regression analysis, y equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus beta 3 x3 and error term, okay, epsilon. Now in the dependence technique, we want to find the relationship between the two variable, means change in independent variable, we find change in dependent variable, it may be positive or negative, okay. Same as change in independent variable, how much change in dependent variable. So in the dependence technique, we find the relationship between two or more variables and we test the hypothesis, null and alternate hypothesis. It means whether this independent variable significantly contributing to the dependent variable or not. So we can check it through the hypothesis, and null hypothesis, it means there is no relationship between x1 and y, and alternate hypothesis, it means there is a significant relationship between x1 and y, and the p value decide if p value less than 0.05, it means there is a significant difference between or significantly contributing to the dependent variable, this independent variable, okay. But in interdependence technique, we do not find any relationship between the two or more variables. The purpose of interdependence technique different from the dependence technique. So these are the dependence technique: multiple regression analysis, discriminant, logistic, MANOVA, conjoint, canonical, structure. But here you can see the interdependence technique: exploratory factor analysis, cluster analysis, confirmatory factor analysis, multidimensional and correspondence analysis. So the purpose of this exploratory factor analysis, the summarization and data reduction, and second is data reduction, okay. The purpose of exploratory function is summarization and data reduction. So what does it mean? So I am explaining it through the very simple example. Now this summarization, here you can see A, B, C. Okay, A means apple, B for ball, C for cat, C for dog, D for dog, E for elephant. Okay, now you can see. So my intention to tell you about the exploratory factor analysis, the summarization. What does it mean, the summarization? So here you can see the first term, that is written here, apple. Okay, so I am just this is apple, and another another variable related to apple, that is orange. Okay, and the third watermelon, and another you can find. These are the variables. Now these are the same type variable, apple, orange and watermelon. So we can write here apple, orange and watermelon. So all the three variables telling about the fruits. So these are the symptoms. Like on the basis of these symptoms, we can identify the unobserved phenomena, latent phenomena. Okay, so the second is, this is the example of summarization. And now you can see here we club same nature of variables, like a cat, then dog, elephant. So there is some commonality in all the items, and we give the name animals. So basically animals means it is latent, and these are the directly we can observe. Okay, so through this exploratory factor analysis, we club same nature of items into one, and then we give the name. Okay, now the definition of the exploratory factor analysis: it is an interdependence technique whose primary purpose to define underlying structure among the variables in the data. So the exploratory factor analysis can be conducted by using 7 stages. One is objectives of factor analysis, designing a factor analysis, assumptions in factor analysis, driving factors and assessing overall fit, interpreting the factors, validation of factor analysis, and then additional usage of factor analysis. How can we use further factor analysis? Okay, now objective of factor analysis, it's a data reduction, data summarization and data reduction technique. Data summarization means we club same nature of questions, like fruit. I am taking example of fruit. Okay, so like apple, watermelon. Okay, and you can take the watermelon, apple and orange. So we club and we summarize the name. So the common name is fruits. So the purpose of exploratory summarization, and then is data reduction. Data reduction is, for example, I am taking for 50 variables or 50 questions. So through I can reduce the 20 variables, and these 20 variables are related to our study, and further I can divide into 4 or 5 factor, and each factor, for example, factor 1, factor 2, factor 3, factor 4, and all the factors containing same nature of questions, means question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we can give the name of this factor, same as we club all the 4 or 5 or 6, 7 question, and then club and give the summarize. So it is summarization means giving naming the factor, and data reduction means the reduce of a large number of variables into few. So this is the basic objective of the exploratory factor analysis. We reduce the large number of question into few and then we combine. Now the objective of factor analysis, is the objective exploratory or confirmatory? If my objective is exploratory, then we use EFA. EFA means exploratory factor analysis. If my objective confirmatory, then we use CFA. So CFA can be conducted through AMOS. We cannot conduct it in the SPSS, and SPSS EFA can be conducted in EFA and other software also. Okay. Now they specify the unit of analysis. So there are two things. If we are reducing the large number of questions into few, then it is R factor analysis. R factor analysis. If we are reducing large number of objects into few, then it is known as Q factor analysis, or other name is cluster analysis. Okay, cluster analysis, and this is factor analysis. So here our purpose to reduce large number of questions into few, and then data reduction or summarization, my purpose, and then after that using factor analysis with the other technique. For example, we obtained 5 factors. Okay, then 5 factors. Further we can use these factor into the dependence technique, like the one that is dependent variable. This is the factor, and another x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. These are other factors. All are these x1 x2 are exogenous variable, and y, that is endogenous variable. Then these factors we can use the use in multiple regression analysis, discriminant analysis, and other dependence technique. Okay. Now the design of the factor analysis. What should be the sample size of factor analysis? If I am taking 30 questions and I want to apply exploratory factor analysis, then sample size should be 10 times. It means this is 300 should be the sample size, and all the questions, whatever questions I am taking, all the 30 questions should be either metric or continuous. Continuous means my question should be either interval or ratio scale. We don't take a nominal scale question in exploratory factor analysis. Okay, so this is the design of exploratory factor analysis, and we can prepare our questions for exploratory factor analysis like this. National company uses online services. This is the case study. I am explaining this case study now. It's a national company. National company basically the produce the books or manufacture the books. These are the some perception based questions. National company uses online services. And 0 to 10, again the next question, this company provide e-materials to the teachers, paper quality of the book is good, and all the options you can see, it's a interval form 0 to 10. Okay, so we can prepare our question like this. Then assumptions of factor analysis. The conceptually valid. When we are using the exploratory factor analysis, all the factors should be conceptually or theoretically supported. Okay, without theory, after conducting the exploratory factor analysis, our factor should related to the particular theory. Without theory, we cannot define the exploratory factor analysis. And the second issue in multicollinearity desirable, because we are clubbing same nature of questions into one taking in one factor. Okay, so multicollinearity is desirable and Butler test of sphericity significant. Measures of sampling adequacy should be greater than 0.05. These are the okay. Now the driving factor assessing overall fit. So there are 4 criteria to select the number of factor, how many factor we should take in factor analysis. First is the latent criteria, latent root criteria, periodic criteria, percentage of variance, and Scree test criteria. These are the 4 criteria to select number of factors. Now first factor is you can see the latent root and Scree test. Basically it is Scree plot. It's a Scree plot. Okay, so the vertical you can see here latent root or eigenvalue. So we can fix eigenvalue 1, and above the eigenvalue 1 all the factors useful for us. Okay, here we are taking total 18 variables, but out of that 18, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 are desirable for our study. So this through Scree plot tell us how many factor we should retain in our study. So through this we can identify the 8 factors we should take in the our study. Okay. Second is periodic criteria, means some previous research can tell us how many factor we should take. So we can the example of theory of plant behavior, if we want to apply this theory, so we can select this theory can be explained by the 5 factors. Okay, you can take 6 also if literature review available. So on the basis of the previous study we can select the number of factors. And then the next is variance. It is same criteria, the Sequel model. Again we can explain this phenomena by using the 5 component: tangible, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. Okay, and the third method is percentage of variance criteria. If the variance is more than 60% and the number of variables can be defined can be through this 60%. Sometimes the one factor contributing 14%, second 16%, third 15%, and another, although it is in decreasing order. So I am taking here. So this is 18%, 16, then 15%, and 10%. Then we can combine it. It should be more than 60%. If it is 60%, so then we can select only 4 factors. Okay, so this is another criteria to select and retain the number of factors. So I will explain the process of factor interpretation and other things in next lecture. Okay, thank you very much.